Modified sedan feature time. Lindsay McCauley, Callum Ball off the front row. Kevin Element. Mitchell Moody out of 4. And off the back of the field, Lee Watt and Paul Stevens. So Lee Watt's going to try and come from the back on this one. Hasn't had the most fun night, you could say. We'll see if this hole catches a couple of them out. So as they head in 3 and 4, Callum Ball sends it up around the top like he has all night. Heading it round and through. So as they head through turns 1 and 2 for the second time out of 20 laps. 18 laps left to go. We're going to run them down the back straight. Mitchell Moody's falling down to the back of the field. Through they go. So run it through one more time. Ketamel back in third. Car set very soft. Stevens having an absolutely awful night so far. Hopefully he can do enough to catch up. Lee Watt making his move through the field now. He'll move up into the 4 position. As the race is in 2 out the front. So Callum Ball getting that high side. That hole out of turn 2 is really launching those cars. So as they just got to sing up around it, they've all got a race on it. So Callum Ball definitely on the side, definitely side-by-side action, which is great to see. Lindsay McCauley out in front. Callum Ball back in second. As they lead it through. Lee Watt trying to get on the backside now of Kevin Element. Paul Stevens back in 5th. Up on the infield windrow there at the left front. Lee Watt in the Kachana Bay. Beautifully turned out. VF modified sedan. Is for sale as well, that number 4 car. So you want to get into modifieds, that's the car you want to buy. So as they head it down the main straight, Lindsay McCauley from Callum Ball. Element, Watt and Stevens. And Mitchell Moody in his first run out in the modified. Lee Watt's going to go around the outside if you don't mind. He'll take the 3rd position away. Stevens will move into 4th. Element loses 2 spots in the blink of an eye. So I'll send it down the main straight. Now can Watt lead in our race leaders with a clean track in front of him? Stevens trying to make that low line work as they head up through turn 2. That hole they learnt to ride up through it, and away they go and down they go. Lee Watt still trying to make it work. Makes the car hop up over the rut. Big jump in the front of the car there. Stevens will move up on the podium. Down into turns 1 and 2. The race for the lead and the race for second is on. Ball trying to get up on the inside now of McCauley as they head down the main straight. About halfway through of their 20-lap feature. Of course, Alan Mortimer over east at the moment, one of our West Aussies, ran the King's Challenge, the King's Royal, managed to slip it through to the A main, which was great for him. But Lee Watt moves back. This big jump up in the air for Stevens. So as they come through this time around, that Watt car absolutely sings when he can get it going. But Lindsay McCauley been in front the whole way. Callum Ball pressured him early on, still out in front. 12 laps to go. Looks like the steering's given up the ghost there for the 186 machine of Mitchell Moody with the smoke coming out the back. So we'll run it through once again. It's definitely looking like steering smoke out of that. Yeah, definitely steering smoke out of that car. So definitely got a power steer leak in the 186. So as they run it through the main straight, Lindsay McCauley has gapped Callum Ball now. And wheel on the track. And Paul Stevens' night has just gone from bad to worse. So we extracted the Stevens car safely from the edge of the raceway. Paul's had an absolute awful night. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We still have the V8 Dirt Modified State title to run after this. The Kennedy crew look like they're heading to the bar where they belong. So we'll go green this time around. Lindsay McCauley will lead him away. Callum Ball misses the start big time there. McCauley gets the jump. Lee Watt all over the backside of Ball now. He's going to dive it down into turn one. The risk you do out of turn one, you know that hole's coming off too. So Ball's going to sit it up around the outside of the holes. So McCauley's got that sat in there. Rice, nice little line. 8 laps left to run for the modifieds. As Lee Watt putting pressure under the bottom side of Callum Ball. He's going to dive it hard into turn 3. Going to make Callum Ball fight hard up on the outside. Wheel to wheel as they run down the main straight side by side. Exciting racing from the modified sedans now for second place. Ball high. Watt low. Watt Ball. As they run down the back straight. Kevin Elman running his own race back and forth. Lee Watt manages to get away with the second place. With about 6 laps left in it to run. As I come through, Mitchell Moody getting slower and slower as we head down. Definitely a steering issue with that car. Watt is on a mission with 5 laps left to run in this feature race. Lee Watt is going to go on an absolute mission to try and mow down our race leader. He balks up behind the 186. So Lee Watt's closing that gap. He might run out of laps with 4 to go. So we'll see how this goes coming off the turn. So straight in it between McCauley and Watt. Callum Ball's definitely gone off the pace. So as I'll go through, 3 laps left to run in this feature race here for the modified sedans here at the Tyrepower Manjimup Speedway. So down the back straight. Looks like McCauley's going to do enough. White flag next time around for our race leader. He's led all 19 laps so far. So it comes through. White flag for Lindsay McCauley. 1 lap left to go at the Tyrepower Manjimup Speedway. Lee Watt not too bad coming out of retirement. It's like the John Farman Tour all over again. So as they go through. So put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Your modified round winner, Lindsay McCauley, takes the win. Back to Lee Watt in the Kachana Beef number 4. Callum Balls drove well all night. He'll bring it home in the 3rd place to round out your podium. Kevin Ellerman and Mitchell Moody. Paul Stevens, non-finisher. Adam House in the 77 Bears and Sam McCauley, non-starters of the A-Main.